Hey everybody, it's Miss A and I'm here with a homework video. This is the homework for tonight, page 482 out of your big book. I'm going to go ahead and go over the questions, and if you need help in this entire page, I will at the end create one question that you can work on to hopefully help you have some success with this topic. We learned about elapsed time. Elapsed time is an amount of time spent doing a certain task. For example, we go to school, and our school day is elapsed time. It's the amount of time that we spend at school. So let's look at question number 5. Mike and Jed went skiing at 10:30 a.m. That's something I know. They skied for an hour and 45 minutes, something we know, before stopping for lunch. What time did Mike and Jed stop for lunch? So looking at this, since it said before stopping, that tells me my time should be later than 10:30. So I'm going to add time to this. So there are a couple ways we could do this. We could do a number line. Miss Angelo prefers not to do number lines. That just happens to be my preference. So I have my start time is at 10:30, and I have to add an hour. That's 11:30 and 55 minutes. So this is 1 hour. This is my remaining minutes. And when I add these together, that gives me 1185. Now I can't have 1185 because 85 is bigger than 60 and there's only 60 minutes in an hour. So what I do is I subtract out an hour, and when I subtract it out, I add it to my hours. So that's 11 plus 1, which is 12. I still need my time number, my colon to show my time. And then I subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 8 minus 6 is 2. So that is 12:25 is the time that they stopped for lunch. So they stopped at 12:25 p.m. for lunch. I use a complete statement to answer my question. Now, I could also do this with a number line. So I would start at 10:30. I'm going to show you the number line. Like I said, it's not my favorite way to do it, but if it works for you, by all means do it. Obviously, we have 11:30. So we just go 55 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, another 30 minutes. 30 minutes is 12 noon, 12 p.m. And then we did 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So then we have 12. So that gives us to 50. So that's 12:05, 12:10, 12:15, 12:20, and one more for 55 is 12:25. So you can see how a number line can also help us get to our destination. The next question, number 6, is a hot question. It says, what's the question? So what you are doing for this particular one is they are giving you your no, and your job is to make up the question. 1 hour and 10 minutes later, it was 6:20. So we could start off with Jackie went to school. Oh, let's spell school the right way. S-C-H-O-O-L. Went to school for tutoring. She spent 1 hour and 10 minutes. Oh, I ran out of space. Let me get another piece of paper. Spent 1 hour and 10 minutes in tutoring. It was 6:20 p.m. at the end of her tutoring session. What time did tutoring start? So the point of this is to see, since it says later, obviously the time had to be before. So what we've done here is we've created a question using the two pieces of information and making sure we have obviously both pieces of information, 1 hour and 10 minutes, ending time at 6:20, and what time did it start for what they are asking. So that's what we were looking for question number 6. Question number 7, explain how you can use a diagram to determine the start time when the end time is 9 a.m. and the elapsed time was 26 minutes. What is your start time? So it says to explain how to use a diagram, that would be your number line. So obviously, my end time is 9 a.m. That would go at the end. So 9 a.m. goes at end of number line. And I'm just going to put the number sign, number line. And then I could do 26 tallies and count backwards. And 9 a.m., one before 9 a.m. would be 8:59. And then I would just move backwards 26, or I could even do groups of 10 because there'd be 2 groups of 10. So 9 a.m. minus 10 minutes is 8:50, minus another 10 minutes is 8:40, and then I could do minus 5 minutes is 8:35, and then minus 1 minute is 8:34. So the start time was 8:34 a.m. They want you to explain using a diagram, so it's explaining the number line. So I'm going to draw it out over here so you can see what I mean by this. The end time, since I said the end was 9 a.m., and then I'm going to do a 10-minute jump because remember I have to elapse going earlier, so this is an earlier time, 26 minutes. So I'm going to do 10-minute jumps because then that saves me some time instead of doing 26 individual jumps. 10 minutes less than 9 o'clock would be 8:50. Another 10 minutes, and you could put minus 10 because we're going backwards. Another 10 minutes is 8:40. And then minus 5. So that's 10, 20, 25 would be 8:35. 5 minutes less than 8:40 is 8:35. And then 1 minute minus 1 would be 8:34. So I use my number line starting with my end time at the right side, and I do backwards jumps or negative jumps, and I do a -10, a -10, a -5, and a -1, which gets me at 8:34 a.m. All right, let's look at number 8, also another hot question. Bethany finished her math homework at 4:20 p.m. She did 25 multiplication problems in all. I don't know if this is necessarily something I need because I've been talking about time, but let's see. If each problem took her 3 minutes, we will need it, to do, what time did Bethany start her homework? Well, first of all, I have to figure out how long she'd worked on her homework. So they gave us the number of problems and the time it took per problem in order to figure out the elapsed time. They didn't give us the elapsed time. So the elapsed time, I'm going to work it out over here, is 25 times 3, which that's 3/4, 75 minutes, which is equal to 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's 60, and that leaves 15, so 1 hour and 15 minutes. So her ending time is 4:20 minus 1 hour, because we're going backwards. They want to know what time she started, minus 1 hour is 3:20. And then 15 minutes from there. So minus 5 is 3:15. Minus 5 is 3:10. Minus 5 is 3:05. So she began her homework at 3:05 p.m. And this is using a number line. All right, the last question here is our practice testing question. You do have multiple choice here, but you do need to show your work. That's the expectation for all math homework. Vincent began his weekly chores on Saturday morning at 11:20. He finished 1 hour and 15 minutes later. So that tells me I should be adding time, not subtracting. At what time did he finish his chores? So here I am adding time, so my time goes at the beginning, and it said 1 hour and 15 minutes, so plus 1 hour is 12:20, And then 15 minutes, I'm going to do 5-minute jumps. Plus 5, 12, 25. Plus 5, 12, 30. Plus 5, 12, 35. So he finished, and now you see, this is where time gets you. 12:35 a.m., 12:35 p.m. If he started in the morning, that means this is a.m. Once we hit 12, it switches to p.m. Your answer choice is C. So let me go ahead and create a problem that will help you, that you can work on. So I'm going to write it here. So let's say Marcus started his homework at 3:19 p.m. It took him 1 hour and 17 minutes to finish his task. What time did he finish? So that is your word problem that you can use to help you get started, to practice. If you had to use the video to help you with all the other ones, please pause this video and work on this problem. Again, if you had to use help on all of these and you need a little bit more help, work on this problem. Pause the video. You'll be able to do it. Again, make sure you circle what you know, underline what they're asking, and think about that number line. Does my time that given start here at the beginning, or does it go here at the end? And then you just either, if it's at the end, you're going to subtract time, and if it starts here, you're going to add time. All right, I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.